Hello, all, and welcome to Sports Wire. Yes, we are here after a victory victory for Chelsea FC against Club America. It's a beautiful day once again for Chelsea. It's a good start to the preseason as well. We have made sure that we started off in a successful manner. Obviously, we had some difficulties initially during the first half, but then the second half we picked up the pace, and then we were able to be very successful and victorious in the end. Club America did put up a very brave fight, and I think they should be proud of themselves as well with the performance that they put forward. Good luck for their season to come. But the Clash of Nations 2022 starts off now with Chelsea winning the first game against Club America. Of course, there are a lot of talking points in this particular game, though the scoreline did reflect a 2-1. Apparently, all three goals were scored by the Chelsea uh, football players. The own goal was from Reece James as well, and we had a couple of goals, one from Timo Werner, and the second one, as you all know, it's Mason Mount Stunner. That's highlighted in the caption of this video. Mason Mount Stunner was definitely a highlight of that show. So we are going to take a look at the lineup with which Chelsea started the game and the way the game actually went as well. A couple of interesting things before that. I was excited definitely to see Callum Hudson-Odoi back in the squad and Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher did impress me in this game. Callum Hudson-Odoi not so much, and I have high expectation of Callum Hudson-Odoi as well. Another stat, if you are, you know, a hardcore Barkley fan, which apparently might sound weird, but Barkley has played his eighth preseason friendly for Chelsea FC. A lot of people might be surprised at that, but it is what it is. And we had a very good team that was put in forward for the first half. The goalkeeper was Kepa Arrizabalaga, Thiago Silva at the back, along with Malang Sarr. We played in a 3-4-3 system that Chelsea is used to. So Malang Sarr played the centre back, and we had Trevor Chalobah playing in the right centre back position, Malang Sarr on the left centre back position. We had Ben Chilwell playing after a very long time. Of course, he is back from the injury. He has been training with the squad right from the start of this preseason, and he has apparently put up a great amount of work, great deal of work, and we are all excited to see Ben Chilwell back in that squad. And he played in the position that was expected out of him, the left wing back position. We also had Kennedy playing in that right wing back position. It was looking a bit weird, but then we all know it's going to be Reece James who's going to be starting the season in that right wing back role. Kennedy might probably be operating as a wing back backup if at all he decides to stay with the squad for the actual season. But those are things that are yet to be decided. But Kennedy was the one who was playing in the right wing back in the first half. We had Callum Hudson-Odoi as well playing up top. Ziyech and Kai Havertz started the game in forming the front three. The midfield was a bit weird. We had Conor Gallagher, definitely a bit inexperienced midfield this time. We had Conor Gallagher and Ross Barkley to start off the game with. Um, it was a bit unsettled squad, if I have to put it. Not a lot of the players were part of or are part of, Chelsea in terms of regular matchups. So it was a bit different for them as well, I believe, in terms of playing together um, in a game, in a competitive game. Of course, they would have had a plenty of training seasons, but that does not equate to a game awareness or a game um, or an actual game. So that's probably the reason why we had a rusty first half. Chelsea players were all over the place. We did not have a proper first half. One thing that I did observe in the first half was, let me put it this way, right? The first half was more of a defensive performance from Chelsea as well as Club America. Both of the defenders were on the top of their game, and the attackers had no chance at all. Yes, there were obviously small chances which could have ended up in the back of the net. Hakim Ziyech with a beautiful free kick, which was saved by Ochoa, the goalkeeper from Club America. And then you had a couple of other chances as well. Thiago Silva with a very good header off Hakim Ziyech's free kick delivery into the box, which was again saved by the substitute goalkeeper. And they also had another save where the defender acted very quickly and swiftly. And apart from that, there was not much to speak about in the first half, if I'm to be very honest with you. Talking about individual performance, Conor Gallagher, of course, was on top of his game. His work rate really impressed me in the first half. Other star players to mention was Thiago Silva, of course, doing his defensive work to the perfection. Trevor Chalobah as well looked really good in the first half. And we also had um, a very good display of the first 45 minutes from Hakim Ziyech. If I'm to be honest with you, yeah, I can be a bit biased when it comes to Hakim Ziyech, but then this particular comment is not that way. I mean, he should have finished certain chances, but then he was the better of the first three, or of the front three that we had today on the pitch for the first 45 minutes. Moving on to the second half, of course, this was completely a makeshift team. We had an entire different 11 on the pitch. The second half was, you know, in with players like Timo Werner. We had Marcus Alonso playing it, Mason Mount, and also we had Emerson Palmieri, Ethan Ampadu playing in. Those were notable players that we wanted to actually see play in that squad. And trust me, certain players in that second half had a very good game, and that really is sending out signals to Thomas Tuchel, asking them to be retained in this squad. Amanda Broja was not part of the squad. N'Golo Kante as well was not part of the squad. Raheem Sterling and Koulibaly are not yet part of the squad. Raheem Sterling, yes, he did have some of the training sessions with Chelsea FC players, but then he is not yet ready to be deployed into a match, as confirmed by Thomas Tuchel in the pre-match conference. Having said that, Bettinelli, the goalkeeper for the next 45 minutes, did not have a great day as well. Reece James's back pass did not find Bettinelli as expected, which resulted in an own goal. We had Thiago Silva being the captain for the first half, but then our regular captain, Cesar Azpilicueta, was back in the second half, and he captained the side to a very good victory of 2-1. We could see that impact directly in the second half. The players came with better intention after the second half started. Timo Werner was able to put Chelsea in the front within 10 minutes of coming in. He scored a goal in the 55th minute after a very good ball from Jorginho. The actual play started from Jorginho, who sprayed the ball in forward for it was a lofted through ball for Reece James. Reece James was at the end of it. He decided to put the ball into the box, and Timo Werner was there to receive the ball. He took the first shot, took a deflection from Michy Batshuayi, came back again to Timo Werner, who decided to take another shot at the goal, and this time it was in the back of the net. With that, Timo Werner gets his first goal in the preseason as well. A lot more goals to come is what I'm hoping for Timo Werner in this season, but a very good start for Timo Werner as well, nevertheless. Marcus Alonso was very active in that left flank because the way Club America set themselves up, Reece James was the constant attacking threat on that right flank, and there was the entire creativity came from that right flank and Reece James. So the left flank was left at times a bit empty, which Marcus Alonso put to very good use. He combined well with Timo Werner. Could have been better, the combination of play, but it doesn't mean that Marcus Alonso did not do a great job. He was moving in forward. He was defending deep as well. Not that he had a lot of defensive work to do, but then the limited amount of defensive work that was expected out of Marcus Alonso, I think he played it to perfection. So Marcus Alonso was also doing his job for the next 45 minutes very well. He did, of course, get an yellow card in the 79th minute of the game, along with Conor Gallagher, who received an yellow card in the 36th minute of the game. Nevertheless, and then this happened. the own goal from Reece James at 60th minute. It was a simple defensive play out. The ball was passed from Aspilicueta to Bettinelli. Bettinelli decided to pass it to Reece James. Reece James put the ball behind to Bettinelli. Bettinelli had no clue that he was going to receive the ball. He completely missed that, and the ball ended up in the back of the net, which put Club America in terms with Chelsea at 63 minutes, I believe. Yeah, 60 minutes, sorry, 60 minutes. After that, Chelsea again wanted to come back into the game, but the initial pressure after that 60 minutes, 60 to 65, Club America was looking a lot more dangerous because they started to believe that they can pull off a stunner here against Chelsea FC. They were attacking beautifully, brilliantly, but thanks to the work rate of our defenders, we were able to manage pressure at that point in time and put the ball in for our attackers, relieving some of those pressure at the defensive front. Jorginho as well had a very good game today. Thanks to that 5 minutes, we were able to wait it out, and then slowly the pressure receded, and Mason Mount was in at the right point at the right time. Mason Mount decided to take a shot 25 yards out of the um, out of the goal. He took a shot with his right foot, ended up in the right bottom corner. There was no chance for the goalkeeper whatsoever. Did not take any deflection though, but then it was so quick, so powerful that a goalkeeper from Club America was not able to handle it. Mason Mount was too powerful for him. The shot was too powerful for him. So that was the reason Mason Mount was able to get a goal at the 83rd minute, putting Chelsea FC on the lead on the front foot. After which Chelsea just played it out. Werner getting an yellow card in the 90th minute, but apart from that, there was nothing much to be said about this performance. Timo Werner as well was really good. Christian Pulisic did perform certain runs, and it was good to see Christian Pulisic back with Chelsea, playing those brilliant link-up plays with Mason Mount at times. But this is the place where Christian Pulisic need to be shining even more. The reason why I say that is because it is his own turf. We are in the US, and we should be expecting a lot more from Christian Pulisic in terms of goals as well. I'm hoping that we would get some match winning performance from Christian Pulisic before we move out of the US. We have another game against Charlotte on 17th of July. Sorry, on 21st of July, and then we have another game on 24th of July against the London rivals Arsenal, of course. So there are games coming thick and fast. I hope Chelsea team is ready. I'm waiting to see Raheem Sterling and Kalidou Koulibaly getting integrated into the squad as well. I'll have to wait and see how that will pan out. But it was a brilliant performance and a brilliant start from Chelsea FC, nevertheless. And I'm extremely happy with the way that we came out on top, and we are out in winning ways, and that's always a good sign for Chelsea FC and Thomas Tuchel. That's my match reaction on what happened against Club America in the US tour of Chelsea. We've done a good job, good start. Hopefully, we continue the same run against Charlotte and Arsenal in that US tour, Clash of Nations 2022. I'll meet you guys soon with another video on any upcoming Chelsea news, be it transfers or match reactions and live watch along. But until that, this is VJ signing off. You guys have a brilliant day ahead.